incorporate when there's a situation in some smaller areas of the city. This won't come across very well, but when I looked to purchase a home 24, 25 years ago, I made sure I had parking for my entire family. I made sure I didn't buy a house in an area that had, I think the university's been here a long time. So if you purchased a home that was near a facility that already, when I went to university, there was a parking problem, it's going to have a parking problem. I think rather than causing the city to be made uncomfortable, I think we need to look at the facilities that are causing the lack of parking and give them some affordable areas to park.
Thank you. Dave Miles.
My name is Dave Miles. You heard it twice tonight, public transportation. It reduces traffic. It reduces the need for parking. Public transportation, the county says you save $4 in road maintenance costs for every dollar you put into public transportation. It saves money. We do not have a real bus system in this town right now. It's a slow zigzag. We have direct lines on the 3 main north-south roads real often, and smaller vans on call to meet up, and the bike programs that they're developing. Then we have a lot of alternatives. Several thousand new students come every fall. They have to make a decision. Can I use one of the bike share bikes that the city's providing, or do I need to get a car? If we got these systems in place, it'll greatly reduce the need for parking, especially around the institutions. Public transit reduces traffic, saves more money than it costs. You heard it twice. I'm just the third person to tell you tonight. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Kevin Hunt.
Yeah, hi, Kevin Hunt, 910 Main Street. I just want to follow up on what Dave said, that he's absolutely right, both in public transportation, although I will disagree with what he said. I think we have a fine bus system, just people need to use it more. But, you know, if you live in town and work in town and go to school in town, I really don't see any need to even own a car. Sell your car, save some insurance money, save some gas money, save some fines money, save money on your car payments. We've got this mentality in this country that you're not a person unless you own a car. You know, we turn 16 and get a car, and it's like a rite of passage into adulthood. I haven't owned a car in 10 years. I know a couple of people who haven't owned a car in 20 years. I'm surprised they're not here, actually. And they'll tell you exactly how they do it. When they need a car, they rent a car, and they still save money over the course of a year. So if people, you know, it's not that hard to do, not own a car. And I really wish that more people would think along those lines, because this is a really divisive issue, and it's really unfortunate because there's no reason for this divide to exist between, you know, students, and neighbors, this really isn't that big of a deal. There's wars and famines and stuff like that. Let's not kill ourselves over parking, okay? Thanks.
Thank you. Now, it's ironic that I'm Greek and I've got a long last name, and Demi has a longer name than I do, and I should have been able to pronounce this one, but I'm sorry.
I'm Demi Negros-Santos, and I live at 1100 This proposal is over the huge safety issue for young women like myself. I stay at the library for more than 2 hours a night, and I'm there until 1 in the morning, 5 days a week. So this is a huge issue for me to walk home, so I drive to the library and drive myself home at night. Also, this is an issue with my daughter and home on street, and I have clients and I have to go to their houses and I have to drive there, I can't walk there, and I'm there for more than 2 hours, so I wouldn't be able to work. And with no money from the job, I'm not going to be able to pay the increased parking tax. So I do know the cost of education, but I can tell you I'm not going to be able to do
And I believe that is all the names that we had. Thank you.
Is there anybody else that'd like to speak?
Step on up. Walk up to the microphone.
We have a
to Hillview, and there's pretty much no way I could not have a car here. I'm from 4 hours north. Like, nobody really goes up there. I pretty much have to bring my car if I ever want to go home. And being a junior here at UWL, it makes me glad that next year is my last year and I have off-street parking, because I wouldn't be able to do it. And I love this city. Like, I'm so glad I'm here, but it's driving me away, and I know I'm not the only one. And I really hope that this gets considered more, and I think that UWL and all the other institutions here need to be more involved in this situation, because I know the parking ramp, it has some residential parking and there's some commuter parking, but, I mean, you can't just park in it for free, and there is no overnight. So, I think we need to get more involved in this situation.
Thank you. Yeah, 2 more. First come, please, sir.
Hi, I'm Harley Cooley. I live at 620 11th Street North, and if you're not familiar with that street, it has a lot of apartment complexes. Pretty much the whole east side of the street is just apartment buildings. So I'm curious, it's hard enough in the winter to do alternate side parking with this many people and not a lot of parking spaces. I know for my apartment building, we only have 1 space per apartment, and there's 8 apartments in our complex. So, you know, if we had to do that every single day, 2 hours, I don't see how that would be feasible with hundreds of people living on just the east side of the street alone. So I would like that to be considered as well.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm Karen Misty from 2127 Main Street. I've owned my home there for 40 years. I do not have a garage or driveway tucked on the street exclusively. I do agree that there should not be city-wide, but I don't think it should even affect my area. I'm part of the so-called university area. And granted, I do not have a lot of cars parked in front of my home. I have college housing, 2 houses across the street, 1 on the block, which is fine with me. And I think people are just getting.
You're speaking loudly, clearly. Thank you.
Students bring a lot of business to the Crosse, and also public transportation is great. A lot of students go out for a job, perhaps to the mall or wherever, and it's not feasible for them to take the public transportation all the time. So I'm basically opposed to everything, even regarding financial. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for your comments. I know the committee members that are here. Mr. Church showed up after his library meeting. Thank you, James. All of the things that were brought together and brought in front of us tonight are things that are obviously very, very important for you, but they're also very important to us as council members and committee members. I can assure you that the things that you said tonight did not fall on deaf ears. These issues, a lot of them we had talked about before in our committee. I do believe that, again, we need to get more student involvement in our committee on this, and I believe Sarah and the rest of the committee would agree to that without any problem. So thank you again, and with that in mind, I'm going to turn it over to Sarah for them to say a few words. But again, thank you for coming.
Yeah, I want to echo the thank yous to all of those of you who came. And I want to issue an apology to the students who are taking valuable time away. And at the same time, thank you for coming. We deliberately chose, as we were moving forward, to at least have this hearing before you left town, so that you didn't feel like we were going to do things while you were gone. You obviously understand from here that this will move fairly slowly, but we did want people to know that there are folks who are not happy with the current situation. People are thinking about things that might make the situation better. And certainly as we move forward, there will be student involvement. There has been up to a point. You know, we've talked to students, we've talked to some university officials. So, and we will move forward with some of those ideas. And again, we have heard you. We heard a lot before you came tonight about